Chanel Jumbo is heavy. You know when they say go to the gym, just lift this. 1, 2, 3. I mean, you better lift it given how much it costs. It's an arm workout. Hey guys, welcome back to the Power Closet, a space for perspectives where conversation meets style. If you're new here, hi, what's up, what's poppin'? I'm not gonna do the locking, dropping, stopping, rocking thing I do, even though I just did it. But hi, my name is Tumi and I make all sorts of videos from fashion, conversation, lifestyle, and everything in between. Hello people. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about something that I love so much. If you know me, I am a handbag girl through and through. I think it is pretty obvious when you look at all my videos, I speak about handbags quite a bit. So in one of my most recent videos, someone actually commented, I think it was Jade Maruko 8585. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it when you guys actually tell me what you want to see, because it just makes creating content so much easier as opposed to me banging my head on the wall thinking, what do they want to see? What do they just tell me, okay? Make it easier for me and you. Just tell me. So she was like, can you tell us 5 of your most used handbags and then your least ones? And I was like, why have I never thought about this? This is a fabulous idea. And anything that pertains to handbags, luxury, that kind of thing, you know you're gonna find me there. So that is pretty much the inspiration for today's video, and I am excited to share what I have with you guys. Okay, so just quick disclaimer, this is not going to be arranged in terms of like price points. It's pretty much just the bags I use the most and the bags I use the least and why. And I will tell you how much each and every single one of them were, even though there is something called inflation that has pretty much taken all these bags prices to the roof. So all these prices are I'm very certain you're not going to be able to buy them at this price point anymore, but still just follow me pretty much. So kicking off, we have our first item, which is Hermes. Now, if someone told me from the collection you currently have, you could only pick one bag to use for the rest of the year, which bag would it be? I would probably choose this one, and I will show you why. So this is how I store my bags for now, till I move into my dream apartment and I have my walk-in closet and I'm dying as I see my things from afar. But for now, we will manage. This is an Hermes TPM in Blue Nuit. I just butchered the name, Blue Nuit. I know the T is silent. Blue Nuit. Anyway, I think it's like midnight blue or something of that sort. And I got it in 2019. So it was £1,250 2019. And why did I say I would pick this as my everyday bag until the end of, well, not until the end of time, but pretty much if I could only pick one till the end of the year, I would choose this because I use this bag so much. So for context, I live in London, which means I use the tube, I use the bus, of course I get taxis, but I commute around on public transport. Now, if I use public transport a lot, I like a bag that is crossbody in front of me, like as in I can see the bag in front of me so that I can put my wallet. I like a bag that can fit my wallet, my G7X, my camera, my lip gloss, and that's pretty much it. And of course my card holder, which is like the tiny pochette thing from Louis Vuitton that I must have showed you guys at some point in time. So this actually fits quite a lot. And the reason why I really like it is because I think this is, I'll put it on the screen, but it's one of Hermes soft leathers. And if you look inside, so can you see inside? It's just like there's like the felt, and then it also comes with like the crossbody strap. So sometimes the straps have like designs on them. Mine was just like the plain blue, which I actually love because it means that it's super versatile. Why I also like it is because you can actually double this up and use it in the evening time, in the sense that you can put the two, if you put the two locks like this, now I'm not going to get up to do this, I'm so sorry, and then because I need to reach for a twilly, and you use a twilly, you can basically make this a top handle, and then that can be like a more evening style. Yes, it's still quite a casual bag, but again, it was going with the whole thing. If I could choose one bag for the rest of the year that I would only use, I would probably pick this one, like, because it is so versatile. Now the thing with Hermes is that getting a bag can be difficult, and I remember getting this in 2019. It was like the hottest thing then at TPM, so it was quite hard, and I feel like just getting their smaller bags in general can be a little bit annoying. A close competitor from like Hermes would be the Mini Kelly if you have £8,000 to spare, or another one will be the Picotin, which is I think about 2,000. So that one is lower end, which I feel like those two will be very, very good alternatives. And one is pretty much same ballpark price point as this, and then the other one is part of the holy grails. Okay, the next one would be this one, which is from Bottega Veneta, and I feel like everyone should be able to guess this. Of course, it is the mini Jodie. I got this in the I think it's called it can't be Paraclete. I don't know the color. Basically green, very bright green. Bottega did a very, very good job by bringing out the Jodie, especially in many sizes. So this is the mini, not the teen, because I know they've added the teen, the small, and all the other sizes, but this is the mini. I got this in 2020. I can't remember the exact price, but I feel like it must have been around the 1,500 mark. And then this color was highly sought after. It was when everyone was loving the Bottega green. I have used this bag so much. Like, I've gotten so much wear out of it, to the point where I feel like if you look very closely, you'd see there is even like browning on the edges, because obviously that's where my hand goes most of the time, right? But it is such a versatile bag. I know it's such a crazy color, right? But you'd be surprised, I use it a lot. If you check out my Instagram, you see that this features so much because it's like a pop of color, particularly in the summer months. It's just something that I can throw on. And it also fits quite a bit. So again, exactly what I said, it fits my phone, it fits my G7X, it fits my lip gloss, my keys, and all my essentials. I'm not trying to carry a book in here, right? So it's just everything that I need to go on the underground. My bag can be right in front of me. I feel safe, and it's very versatile. So I absolutely love this one. The next bag that I absolutely love and use the most would be this one. So this is the Celine box bag. This is the older model as opposed to the new box bag, which I don't even know if they call it the box anymore, but it's basically the classic with the CC that everyone knows. It's the one that you see on their website. Yeah, anywho. So this is the older model. This was the model that was done with Phoebe Philo. It's very classic, very timeless. The leather is like super soft. It's very elegant. I use this a ton, again, for the exact same reason, in the sense that crossbody, easy to get in and out of, fits my essentials. However, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think it fits my G7X. I think that's why it comes in at number 3, in the sense that whilst it's a super nice bag, and it also works super well for the evening time, because you see, the great thing with this is, similar to like the Chanel Classic flaps, look at what I've done here. I pull down the strap and I keep pulling it down like that, and I tuck it into the bag. I tuck it into the bag to make it more of a top handle. So for evening time, that is what I do. I pretty much have it as a top handle, and it can look really, really chic. So if I don't want to have a crossbody, I know that I can always tuck in the straps and make it shorter. So can we see like a theme, a running theme? The bags that I use the most are the ones that have the ability to go from day to night without me having to sweat or work or do some hard labor. This is very, very easy. Like, it transitions very, very well. And of course, you can always like use a string to secure it on the inside so that it doesn't slip when you make it a shorter handle. In terms of price point, I got this from Vestiaire Collective. I feel like I've spoken about this in another video, so check out my pre-owned luxury handbags video. I spoke about the price points again, where I got all of them. I actually checked the actual price today, and I paid 1,580.44. I even give you to the exact penny. I think I got this in 2019, guys. 2019, I was just shopping like somebody that needed prayers. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's paid off right now, right? Because we are making this video, so girl math. The next most used bag would be, again, Hermes. This one is a lot bigger. So dust bag, this is literally how I keep everything. And this one is the Hermes her bag. I feel like in the past, this used to get a lot of bad rep. I will put a video up. I think I recently uploaded a reel where I was holding this bag. It gets a lot of bad rep in the sense that people are like, oh, it's so difficult to get in and out of, blah, 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 blah. It's like a look-alike Kelly. It's an entry-level bag, blah, 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 blah. Like, it used to get a lot of bad prep. press. But what made me actually fall in love with the her bag was a picture I saw of Kim. I think North had painted on her brown her bag, or one of her bags. I'll put the picture here, but it was a picture of Kim. She had the her bag and North had painted on it. And when I saw that picture, I feel like it sparked this desire to get the her bag. Like, I genuinely love them. For me, I personally feel like a collection means having some form of like character. Like, I don't want to be stuck in just one type of bag, and that is why I love this one, because now this is even more a special her bag in the sense that it is not just a plain color. It has more of like a very tiny and subtle gingham pattern, which I really love. Funny enough, I actually got it online from their website, which is a funny story. I remember I woke up one morning, I'm sure like that was definitely the Holy Spirit helping me. I woke up one morning maybe at like 5 a.m. or something like that, randomly. I couldn't sleep, and during that time I was actually having I was going through a very heavy time in my life, and I just happened to check Hermes. Like, I just checked the web. Like, who wakes up at 5 a.m. and that's the first thing they checked? I didn't even do quiet time. That's what I was doing. But anywho, I happened to go on Hermes, and then I saw this bag. And usually the thing with Hermes is that when you get super lucky and you see a bag and you click it, they'll be like, it's out of stock, you can't buy it. So I saw it and it was available, and I remember calling my friend Ops. You guys would have seen her a lot on my Instagram. I called her so many. I was calling her. I was like, okay, we literally have less than an hour. I don't even think we have up to an hour. What do you think? And I was asking her, what do I think? Because I think in that same period I had bought the Celine. I had also bought, what other bag did I buy in that time? There was another one that I had. Oh yes. Oh, I had also bought another bag from Hermes, I think. Yes, I had also bought another bag from Hermes, and that one was pretty much a spontaneous buy from Paris. And then I saw this online and I was like, should I buy? And I was like, look, in life you only live once, honestly, at the end of the day. And I was investing, I was saving, like I didn't got no tentacles, so why not? I love it so much. It fits a ton. So here we have the lock and key, like the padlock and the key, which I do not use. I literally always have it in the bag. You also have this like zippy pouch, which you can use to put like my passport or like money or like things that I want to reach for easily. The best part about the her bag versus the Kelly is the fact that you actually have an outer compartment. So for a very good case in point, I have my lip gloss here. So Rode is right here. I usually will put my lip gloss, my cards, and my keys in the outer pouch. You can see, so the only problem with this kind of her bag is, can you see there's a bit of color transfer? It looks a bit navy blue. That's because of my jeans. So when you get lighter colors with Hermes, there can be color transfer. It's almost impossible to prevent it or like to stop it. So that has happened over time, but I generally don't mind it. Another good thing with the her bag though is that, so this is the return style in the sense that the stitching is on the inside. But if I really get bored of this one, I have a brand new canvas in the sense that you can actually take it out. You can unscrew the bag completely and turn the bag inside out, which would mean that this part will become on the outer part and it will now look like a cellier style bag. I hope that makes sense. I'll put an example of another her bag, which like I actually have another her bag that is the cellier style. So it means that I basically have 2 in 1, and I like that because I know people will be like, oh, canvas, you can't clean it. That's actually not true, because even in the reel that I had on Instagram, I had poured hot chocolate all over my bag and it literally took one wipe and it was gone. And oh, by the way, this is actually waterproof. So for the people that think, I don't even know if they think it's so fragile, it is actually not. I've carried this in the rain. It has been scratched. It has gone through pretty much heaven and hell, and it's looking pretty good. So I am a huge fan of the her bag. Okay, before I put this away, I wasn't sure if I said the price, but the price then in Paris was 1,810 euros. Oh no, it was 1,810 pounds. I bought it online. Yeah, 1,810 pounds. I don't think the price has moved that much actually. I think it's still sub 2,000, which is pretty good. But yeah. So number 5 of my top most used bags would be Chanel. This one I have spoken about quite a few times, and it will be my classic flap. So this, I've said, was a gift from my madre, and I got this in 2016. So retail for 3,760. It's wild how this same bag is now, I think 11,000, I'd be 12,000 pounds, which I think is mad. It if my mother found out, she would literally scream. But anywho, I really love the classic flap. It is not a bag that I ever want to sell. It is super beautiful, super versatile. I think it's very classic. However, the price point right now is a bit wild. Like, I just cannot even fathom spending 12k on a Chanel bag. It is one that I would definitely recommend buying pre-loved. I just don't think it's a good use of your money to spend 12k on a classic flap, just as of now. I'd rather someone put that money towards Hermes, because you know that once you walk out of the store, it doubles in value. Or, you know, doing something that is a bit more like you can actually justify how much you're paying for it. Like, I don't want to spend 12k, but that's not what you asked me for. You asked me for why I use this so much. It takes 5th place because the Chanel Jumbo is heavy. Like, I might as well be carrying, like, look, you know when they say go to the gym, just lift this, 1, 2, 3. I mean, you better lift it given how much it costs. Like, this is what I should just be lifting. I feel like my hand is even already paining me. 1, 2. It's an arm workout, in my opinion. So first of all, you have the gold chains. Then you also have the fact that it has a double flap, right? So there's just a lot of leather. It's really great quality, but it is so heavy. Every time I carry this bag out, my shoulders start hurting me after a while. So I only use it when I know that I'm not going to have it on my shoulder for that long. So one of the places that I use this a lot for is this is actually my travel bag. If I don't use this, I would use the Her bag, but I alternate between the two, or I just take like a regular cause. And it's because it fits all my essentials. So obviously it fits, like, this fits a lot. I have put shoes in there. I put my G7X. I put my wallet. I put my lipstick, my passport. Like, it fits a lot. I fit a book. Like, it fits a lot. Now, that is the consequence, right? Fits a lot, but it's super heavy. The great part about it is the compartment at the back, which is another feature that I had for the Her bag, right? So again, it's the same principle. Easy to use, can put it in front of me, and versatile. So whilst it's a shoulder bag that, you know, has like a huge drop length, or like a very long drop length in terms of chain, I actually recently started carrying it like this, like a top handle. So it's not every single time that I want the complete chain out. This is the full drop length, and it's really, yeah, it's really long. I remember seeing another like creator speaking about how back in the day it was actually the jumbo that was reigning as opposed to the medium. Yeah, now I know everyone loves the medium, but it was the jumbo. And because this was a gift, my mom was like, I am not paying that kind of money for that tiny bag. You will buy the bigger one so you can get your money's worth. And I absolutely do not regret it at all. I really love this. I pray by the grace of God that I can pass this down to my daughter, because yeah, I just think it's such a great bag. It's heavy, and it's also heavy on the pocket. So, and now we move on to my least favorite bags, and in this category I actually only have 2, and I'm going to explain why these come in the bottom pile. So the first one is actually from Chanel, and this bag, if my mother ever watched this video, Jesus is Lord. This bag again was a gift. Like, this was not the original packaging, but I went to Chanel one time to get something fixed and they gave this to me, which was so nice of them. That's one thing I love about that shop. Like, say what you want about their price, but their customer service, second to none. They are so good. That's why people keep spending that kind of money, because they know how to treat their clients. So this is the GST. Can you see the condition of this bag? When I was talking to my friend about this, she was like, justice for the GST. She was like, why don't you use it to me? Like, it's such a nice bag. It is. It really is. There was a time that I used it a lot. I think it was once my work bag. Yeah, I used to put like all my stuff, like my laptop, my shoes, etc, etc. But still, I literally haven't used this bag that much in years. Like, I just don't use it that often. That's just the truth. I just don't. And why don't I? Okay, so first things first, I feel like the reason I don't use it as often is because I said I live in London, right? In this current economy, you won't be going out with your bag that is like this. People just I mean, it's not like they are going to be stealing £1 million from a side shop, but still, it's just, I think it's the fact that it's open, number one. And the reason why I've been able to retain the shape is because I actually don't carry it like this. Because you see people and they'll do like this, they'll put the entire weight. I feel like you're squeezing squeezing the life out of it. So no, I don't carry it like this. I actually let it hang from the crook of my elbow. Well, that is a very terrible way to show you what I mean, but I basically don't put it over my shoulder and squeeze it down, which is how I have been able to retain the shape. You see, even that tiny squeeze, look at what it's doing to my child. But it is an absolutely beautiful bag. It is one that I feel like I would use a lot more if I had like a car. So I know I'm carrying you, putting you on the floor, carrying you back out, putting you on the floor of like my car. So it's not one that I would use as much if I had to commute daily on the tube. Or maybe this is just my own personal preference, because I know there's some people that are like, that's just your own cup of tea. I would use it because I paid for it, which you should do better than me. So price point, this was roughly 1,800 and something. So anything between 1,800 and 2,000. I got it from, again, a gift. It was Neiman Marcus in America. I think it was Chicago. I think Chanel even gave me like a brand new dust bag when I went to get it repaired. So repaired was because I think this broke at some point when I was stuffing it a lot when I used to carry it to work. But I remember they took it off me. I didn't pay anything. They sent it to Paris and they had it done. I have to give them their flowers, okay? I know they're getting a lot of bad rep in the sense that everything is so expensive, and I'm part of the people saying that, like, it's super expensive. But I still want to be their customer. I still want to buy it ready to wear. And I feel like their quality when it comes to RTW and their customer service, amazing. Absolutely amazing. So it actually has a compartment in the middle, which is where I would usually put like my passport or like wallet and stuff. And it also has a back compartment. And then it also has a front compartment, like a place. So it fits a lot. Maybe I should just start using it as my travel bag, to be honest, to give my jumbo and my her bag a break. Now we have the last, but no way the least. Well, clearly it is the least, given that it is the last and it is part of the least used bags. Get it? Anywho, last bag would be the Gucci Jackie. This is pretty much very new to my collection. I got this last year for £260 thereabout when I went to Japan. Definitely watch my vlog. It is a very nice bag. It is a vintage Jackie, a Gucci Jackie. Literally has just a buckle and just space, and then there's like a zipper compartment that I absolutely do not use. Yeah, I don't use this, but it is super stunning. I feel like the color is very, very rich. It is also super great for like the summer months, and yeah, I really, really love it. Now, why don't I use this bag? To be honest with you, the reason I don't use this is because I don't know, I just feel like sometimes it just ages me. Like, I'm thinking about an outfit and then I want to wear it. I'm now trying to think about a bag, and I just feel like when I wear it, I just feel like I've aged a bit. And also, like, I have to carry it like this sometimes. I know, like, obviously I can put it like that, but I don't like bags that require me to do like this because I don't want to have to press on it. Now with the jumbo, I actually push it back a bit. So I usually push it back a bit so that I don't press on the leather. Now that's just because I like to be careful with my bags, but I think one of the reasons I actually don't use this as much is because sometimes when I pick it up and I wear my outfits, I just feel like a madame. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like madame has come. So it might just be in my mind, but that's the reason. So I just don't pick it up as much. But I'll show you some pictures. I think I wore it recently when I went and I did like a browsing trip with my friend to Harrods. This was the bag that I carried, but that's pretty much why I don't use it. And guess what? We are done. Now, I remember she also asked me a question about how I pair my bags. So honestly speaking, I do it by, well, like, color, but also just functionality. I'm not too rigid in like, oh, it's green, I can't wear it because I'm wearing white and black and I have to find like a black matching bag. No, I will carry my green, because again, I'm also a big believer in the sense that if I spend money, I must use it. I don't like to waste money. I've told you, it's the Yoruba girl in me. I don't like to waste money. So I am quite free and flexible. Like, if you scroll through my Instagram, you'd see that I'm quite fluid with them. I don't really mind. I like to think about practicality. So if I'm going on the tube and I'm like commuting, I like crossbody bags. And I remember hearing this rule, which was no more than 3 colors per outfit. But I actually kind of agree. I mean, if you start having like 6 colors, it can be a bit crazy. So if I have like a black and a white, I don't mind wearing a green. If I have a black and a white, I don't mind wearing a navy blue. If I have an orange and a green, and if I have an orange and a purple dress, I'm not going to throw on a green. So I try to think 3 colors max, and it's not something that I'm consciously thinking about, but you will know when you're color rioting. Color riot is basically when you have too many colors on your outfit, but I like my bags to be a pop of color, so hence why you'd see like a Bottega green every now and again. But that's pretty much it. I don't have like a hard theory on how to work them. I also think sometimes a bag might be too small for an outfit. How do I explain it? Like, it just doesn't look like, the proportions might also be off. So I have like the Fendi mini croissant that is really tiny, but sometimes when I wear it with an outfit, it just feels like the bag is out of place because it doesn't carry the outfit. So sometimes if I wore like a blazer, a tank top and jeans, and I wore my sambas and an overcoat, I wouldn't carry a Fendi mini croissant because it just seems out of place. It seems like a dinner bag. Whereas if I carried my jumbo and held it as a top handle, or I carried even like the Gucci jacket and put it as a shoulder bag, that will carry the outfit more. So more proportions. The proportions of what I was just speaking about was blazer oversized, overcoat oversized, jeans, straight leg, a bit more jacket, a bit more fitted on the top. Then I'll now have one tiny bag. I feel like the proportions just look a bit awkward. You know, I haven't like gone to school for this, right? It's literally trial and error and finding what works for me, but I don't like the proportions looking awkward. So I would say think about the color, think about the proportions, and of course think about the occasion. I'm not going to carry a Bottega clutch to go walking on the streets of London in the middle of the day at 12 noon. Like, yes, you could, but it just seems a little bit out of place. So yeah, those are my top tips, and we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what was your favorite thing. Let me know what type of videos you want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please follow me on Instagram. It would mean a ton. And if you think this video will help someone, share it with them and help us grow. But that's it for today, guys. Bye.